Hi, I'm jumping on here today with an ask for you, our community. To ask you if you can be the one who chooses not to look away from the pain, the trauma, the suffering, and the poor mental health outcomes that without us, our community face every day. You see, when a woman's baby dies inside of her, we refer to it as a miscarriage, which is something that if you haven't gone through, you may have the common assumption that a week later, that woman is now okay, and at least she knows she can get pregnant, or at least it happened early. However, our aim is to normalise pregnancy loss for the world to see. And part of that is about having some difficult conversations so that you, our community, can start to understand the true, lasting, profound impacts of losing a baby to miscarriage. It isn't something that our community just get over a week later. In fact, for many women that we hold safe spaces and support, nurture and empower along the whole journey, it can be a journey of many years. Many years where they may end up with a rainbow baby in their arms, but to get there, they need to go through the very real fear and anxiety of falling pregnant again. And falling pregnant isn't as easy as it may be perceived to be. It's not as simple as just coming off the pill and having sex. For many couples, we see 1 in 6 couples in Australia struggling to even fall pregnant. And then what next? You have that beautiful positive pregnancy test, which everyone commonly associates with joy and excitement. For our community, that may be present, but what often is actually true and present for our community is paralysis, it's anxiety, it's fear, it's putting yourself out there again, ready for your heart to be broken into a million pieces when you may or may not hear those awful words, "I'm sorry, there is no heartbeat." Or you may be met with a really difficult decision about the future health of your baby. We don't choose to walk this path. 1 in 3 couples will face this heartbreak. We are still the only national support service for women and their partners and their families who are impacted by pregnancy loss prior to 20 weeks. I can talk about outputs and the thousands of women that we support and partners, but what I want to talk to you today is more about outcomes, the very real difference we drive in women's mental health. When women come to us, they're in a place of fight or flight, overridden by feelings of grief and anxiety, which if supported and nurtured on that journey, we can help them to move forward in a positive way. We can empower health-seeking behaviours. We can ensure they don't feel isolated, because if women feel isolated when they've gone through the death of their baby, we see very real links to poor mental health outcomes such as anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress. In the Lancet Journal this year, they called out increased suicidal thoughts for our community when not supported through pregnancy loss. But we can't do this alone. We are not yet funded by government, despite the fact that we support thousands of women each month in our online communities, through our personalised peer support programs, through our workplace support programs. We have not yet been successful in receiving federal or state funding. And whilst this is something we will continue to work with government towards, right now, the need for funds is urgent and critical so that we don't have to turn women away from our support services, so that we don't have to shut our doors. We need you. It's the end of the financial year. You might be considering who to make a tax time donation to us. I'm asking you to make a donation to the 1 in 3 women who suffer a pregnancy loss. A donation of $50 could ensure we provide 10 women with access to specialised support material to navigate the journey of grief after loss, preconception, pregnancy after loss. We can hold space for those women. Please jump onto pinkelephants.org.au, hit the pink donate button and help us to be there for every woman who deserves to have a support network after experiencing the death of her baby. Thank you.